Forget about Brexit, let's talk about Quitaly. The European Union is at a truly historic crossroads, and the arguments are set to heat up over the summer. Expect more focus on Italy as the months go on. But you can cut through all the noise by being aware of a classic Elliott wave pattern. Let me show you how.
A Fibonacci 21 years ago, everything looked peachy in the European Union. A new millennium was about to dawn, stock markets were at record levels, and optimism was high. So high, in fact, that the new eurozone currency, the euro, was officially launched in 1999. 1 year later, the eurozone stock market peaked, and that top has still yet to be surpassed. Since then, the European Union project has gone through a roller coaster of events, but constant through it all has been a growing sense of frustration from both within and without. For the UK, that resulted in Brexit. Bad news for the European project certainly, but manageable because Britain wasn't in the euro. The EU's worst nightmare is a eurozone member state wanting out. That is why the current negotiations over whether to embrace collective fiscal responsibility are so crucial. We all know it, they all know it. Without fiscal union, as well as monetary union, the eurozone is dead. Now, at this moment, along comes a new political movement in Italy, with the express aim of getting the country out of the EU. Gianluigi Paragone, an ex-member of the anti-establishment Five-Star movement, is set to launch a new political party next month, and it may feature the word Italexit in its logo. To be fair, at this juncture support amongst Italians for a break is relatively low, but that could all change very quickly if, as we anticipate, social mood is set for another lurch lower in its negative trend. This chart shows the Eurostoxx index, the subset of the Stoxx Euro 600 index containing stocks from Eurozone countries only. As mentioned, the index topped in 2000, just after the launch of the euro. Subsequent to the initial decline in social mood, a number of countries, starting with Sweden in 2003, voted no in referenda about either joining the euro or ratifying the EU constitution. After social mood improved and people thought the project was on a firmer footing, in 2007 outliers Bulgaria and Romania were admitted as members of the club. The Eurozone crisis blew up post the 2008 financial crash, but as social mood had trended positively in recent years, the Eurozone had a renewed confidence at the end of 2019, united against rebellious Britain in Brexit negotiations. The pattern that had traced out since the 2000 top has all the hallmarks of an Elliott wave triangle. That's notable on two counts. Firstly, once it is complete, and it should be in the final wave lower now, a new multi-decade bull market should begin. Secondly, and interestingly, the final waves of large degree triangles are often accompanied by dramatic news. Expect the next couple of years in Europe to be seminal in its history.
If this Elliott wave pattern is correct, we can expect a huge amount of drama in Europe this year and next. But remember, it could also show us a roadmap for, ultimately, one of the best opportunities in a generation. You can follow all the twists and turns in the European Financial Forecast Service.